Welcome to the Peter Legge podcast, where you're empowered to lead, inspire, and influence. Now, here's your host and mentor, best-selling author, internationally acclaimed speaker, and community leader, Dr. Peter Legge.
Well, good morning, and good morning to you, Paul.
Good morning, Peter. I thank you for having me.
My guest today is Paul Campbell, the Program Manager of Senior Services Society of British Columbia. And I'm delighted you've made time to get here. I'm down here in Palm Springs, where it's sunny. I look at your screen and the picture behind you. It's absolutely gorgeous and Christmassy. So that's terrific.
Yes, to get into the holiday spirit. It was a little frosty here this morning, so perfect time to put up this background.
Okay, so we'll get started, Paul.
Sure.
Tell me, you're the program manager of the Senior Services Society of British Columbia.
Yes.
This is not part of the program, but how did you get that job? How did you seek that job out, that position out?
Well, I have many years' experience in providing care to the older adult population. I came from a background initially providing home care services to the community, to seniors who may need further assistance in their own home to maintain their independence. So be it personal care assistance or nursing care assistance or basic home care, housekeeping assistance, anything that would require a little more assistance that they can't maybe do on their own, but they want to maintain their independence in their own home. And so transitioning to Senior Services Society, I was with an agency that I was with for about 17 years, and that agency sold to a larger company, and I decided with that I would take advantage of it and seek a new challenge, I guess, so to speak. And I just happened to see a posting for Senior Services Society by chance, and I loved after research, just like any job search, a little research into the company. I loved what their mission statement was and the services that they provided, and I thought that I could really use some of the knowledge that I used from my private sector of providing home care to seniors and implement it to the position of program manager here at Services Society of BC, with their Better at Home program and et cetera. Yeah, one of the things I really enjoyed about working with the older adult population is giving back a little, and this organization does wonderful work in that regard.
So tell me, can you explain the campaign and the success of how it has been and how it has been so successful?
Sure. Yeah. Well, this is going to be the 16th version of our annual campaign for Santa for Seniors. And the campaign has really continued to grow from one campaign to the next. The campaign's in its earlier iterations, we had somewhat of a different outline for the program, and we used that outline for many years, and it was successful. But in 2020, however, the pandemic forced the world to rethink how it worked and how it operated. And I'm sure most can relate to that. And our organization was no different along with this program. So with the restrictions and social distancing that we were experiencing at that time, we had to kind of reshift the outline for that campaign. And that's when we transitioned to a more virtual online campaign. But we're proud to say that we've had amazing results from this online campaign from individuals, businesses, and our retail partners to this campaign. So much so that we were able to raise over $60,000 through the Santa for Seniors campaign last year. And we're really hoping to even exceed that number again this year.
So tell me, how do people exactly benefit from the campaign? And how are we making sure we know what their needs are?
Well, it really, the needs and benefits depend from person to person. It really depends on what their needs are. But we have many programs that we run throughout the year that we use funds from this campaign to support our clients throughout our organization. Those needs can be contributing towards their meals, their basic housing or home necessities throughout our temporary housing program.
Is there one need that's bigger than others?
Well, really, the biggest need would be funding. Along with providing, with the Centers for Seniors program, providing gifts and cheer to vulnerable and isolated seniors. Much of what we bring also goes directly into our operations, such as helping seniors housing program and our senior social services program. These programs we not only maintain them throughout the holiday season, but throughout the year. So I would say funding, and I just would say that support from the general public to this program has been tremendous. The funding that we received has really allowed us to help many less than fortunate seniors in our community, and we're really hoping that the support from the general public can continue with funding for our seniors that we can serve who are in need.
So tell me, the Center for Seniors has positively impacted the community with cheer and gift giving to those less likely to receive. How are we managing that this year?
Well, as I said earlier, our campaign will be managed online, and we're hoping to target seniors who are low income, vulnerable, isolated, homeless, or at the risk of homelessness, to provide them, with a gift in the holiday spirit and sentiment, in hopes of providing some of that holiday cheer, and to also let them know or remind them that they are not forgotten and that someone cares. I'm very proud to be part of this campaign, as I love the holiday season and the joy it can bring. But I also truly believe in our organization's commitment to this program and its ability to spread that holiday cheer. And I'm just really looking forward to watching this play out over the next couple of months.
So the focus is raising money basically in the New Westminster area, or is that just where the offices are?
No, we do provide services throughout BC. We are predominantly in New Westminster region, but we do provide help and support to seniors in the interior and lower mainland as well.
Hmm. Do the needs vary from location to location?
Yes, basically yes. We do have a better threshold here in New Westminster, but we do provide much of the same kind of help and support throughout the lower mainland and interior BC as well.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to share?
Just to highlight that they can either scan the QR code. I believe there's going to be a QR code linked to this podcast, but if also they can just check it out for themselves at www.seniorservicessociety.ca/Santa for Seniors. And when they go to that link, there are purchasing options for gift bundles at various price points, and they are tax deductible. Those options can be for a holiday meal for a senior, options for grocery and medicine bundles, or options for our temporary housing program. That goes towards helping those that are less fortunate.
So help us understand who exactly would they call, and what is the best number for them to do that?
They can contact us directly, and our number is 604-520-6621. They can ask for anybody, or they can inquire about the Santa for Seniors program, or they can even ask for me directly. And my name, again, of course, is Paul Campbell.
Well, let's give that number one more time.
It is 604-520-6621. Again, they can ask for the Senior Services program. My extension is 113, or they can ask me for me by name. My name is Paul Campbell.
And it's tax deductible?
Yeah,
That would be important to
Yes.
them. So is
Yes,
there
it is
anything
tax
else
deductible.
you would like to share?
No, no, I appreciate, I thank you for your time, Peter.
So we recognize the sponsorship of the Senior Service Society of British Columbia, and we're so delighted to have spoken to you this morning. I'd like to thank our audience for being with us again today. It's been our pleasure to do this for you, and I hope you found the questions interesting, but more important, I hope you found the answers more interesting. And when you can, if you feel it, it's this time of the year, if you can support this organization, they would be most appreciative, as we would.
Thanks for listening. If you enjoy this episode and you'd like to help support the podcast, please share it with others, post about it on social media, or leave a rating and review.